Hello everyone, my name is Vedant Kulkarni and my roll number is 21BT10034. Today we are going to deassemble this iron to see what's inside it and how it works. Before starting the procedure, I would like to make some predictions about what we might find inside this iron. Now as we know that iron works on the simple principle of conversion of electrical energy into heat energy, which is the most effective and easy way to convert electrical energy into other forms of energy. As if we consider other forms like motors, we still need a lot of components to do that, right? But in converting electrical energy into heat energy, we only need resistors. So my prediction is that we might find a coil or a resistor of high resistance inside this iron. So let's begin. Well, the iron turned out to be much more interesting than I thought. As I predicted, it has a high resistance wire. This is the heart of this iron because all the electrical energy is converted into heat energy in this part. Now this wire, as I found out, is made up of nichrome, which is a high resistance material covered with mica. Now mica is important because it's an insulator, plus it can withstand heat much more effectively than any other insulator. But I think the most interesting part of this iron is this little component right here, because this is what makes this iron automatic, the meaning of which is the iron stays in a certain temperature range that we set. Now let me explain you this component. This component works on the principle of bending of bimetallic strip at higher temperature. This is the bimetallic strip I am talking about. So when the temperature increases and reaches the desired level, this bimetallic strip bends upwards, and then this happens. The sound you are hearing is the sound of breaking of the circuit. It is breaking right here. Therefore, when the circuit breaks, there would be no current flowing in this resistor. Then the temperature would go down. But as the temperature goes down, the bimetallic strip will also bend downwards, therefore completing the circuit. Like this. This process would go on continuously to maintain the desired temperature. So now what is the role of this screw? This screw is connected to this plug which adjusts the temperature of the iron. So when I move it to this lowest setting, as you can see, even if I move it slightly, the connection is breaking. But when I move it to the maximum level, you can see that I have to move it all the way up till this point to break the circuit. Therefore the bimetallic stick would have to bend more, therefore it would bend at a higher temperature, maintaining a higher temperature. So let me explain you the electrical components of this iron. This red wire is the live wire. This blue wire is the neutral wire, and you can see these are connected through the component as I discussed earlier. In addition, we have the earth wire. We know this is the earth wire because it is connected to the metallic body of the iron, this yellow wire. In addition, we can see two more wires. One white wire which is connected at this end, and one black wire, as you can see, which is connected through this end. These are connected to a component which is important of the iron, which is this LED bulb. As you can see in this arrangement, they are connected parallel across this resistor. Therefore, when there is a flow of current in this resistor, the light bulb will light up. Now we are going to start the assembly of this iron, which I think is the most crucial part, because if I don't do it correctly, my dad would have to go to the office without iron uniform. So Ganpati Bappa Moria. Now I have completed the assembly of this iron. Let's see if it works. Yes, as you can see, the light is glowing, and yes, I can also feel the heat. Yes, it's warm.